Alright, welcome to the next set of Patreon replay submissions. This one submitted by the wonderful Matt500x, also known as Matt Fox. And he's going against Albatross, the Zerg on the bottom. And this one was suggested to be more analytically focused, so we're going to zoom on in. We don't need to make this super try-hard commentary like the other one. I was actually gonna ask if this was Albatross, like the Alba, but it's not apparently. So Matt going for the normal 20 Nexus, wonderful. 20 Cyber, 21 Gas, beautifully done. Where's that pylon? A little early, 21 instead of 22 like it should be. There's the chrono boosted adepts and the Stargate, wonderful. And our gateway or warp gate researched, perfect. Chrono boosting our Nexus as well. Adept going on over to Skookuk out. We'll see if this gets lost in the Zerg base. Hopefully not. Oracle first instead of Phoenix to kill off the Overlord. That's fine. I guess that's just personal preference, to be honest. I would suggest if you want... What is this wall off for a second, though? I guess you can go through there. Something. Hey, look, the Adept died. Alright, so that is definitely an iffy. Yep, saw that one coming. So Matt, just put your Adept at the front. Like especially when you have a wall off that is with a with is like part of the cliff, you can put that so far up. Like, you literally just need to click backwards. You just need to click back here. And then hold position the moment it's right there. And that's totally... That's a completely foolproof wall. But instead you waited, like, past the wall to do it. Because he messed up the gate, the wall off earlier. So yeah, this is unfortunate. Definitely don't want this to be happening. He didn't really kill anything. He killed a couple workers, so that's definitely an impactful thing there. But we want this Oracle to be on the map. We want it to be doing stuff. He didn't have any spores, so he would have taken potentially some decent damage at this third base specifically. So yeah, that's no bueno. Got the third base coming up anyway. The Twilight Council. I'm not sure if this was supposed to be the Adept build with glaives or whatnot. However, it's very late. We don't have the third gateway to go with it either. Just going to be charged with a bunch of adepts, so I'm not sure what this plan was. It's always the adept build. Okay. Well, yeah, going for a charge at this point, knowing that the adept build would not work anymore is fine. You just forgot the third gateway earlier as well to put it in line with the other two, so that way you can warp in multiple more adepts. Start making probes immediately, please. We also need a forge. We also need these units at the third base to defend it. There you go. Perfect timing. Wow, absolutely immaculate play out of here. Don't chase though. Okay, good. Sit back. We want to be making immortals, though. Stop making so many zealots and shit. Okay, we're going to go for a delayed Archon drop. Not the best idea, personally, in my opinion. It'd be much better to just be using this for immortals at the back, especially since I know that your multitasking isn't exactly that great. Again, we have so many fucking zealots. We want immortals. We want a second Robo. We want Templar for Storm. this many zealots is just like too many zealots. We also would like a cannon or shield battery or something over here. So this attack eventually, I guess it's gonna do something though. But yeah, we want like cannon or something, or shield batteries closer. Don't get our stuff caught by roaches randomly. Okay. So kill off the third base. Mass roach incoming. This is why we want immortals and a second robo to kill off. Oh, we actually saved the third base. That's actually quite good. We lost a lot of probes though. I would have just ran the probes away personally, probably. Oh, and we don't need to be doing this personally, I don't think. Be much better to just macro up back at home because this is potentially risky. However, we might just win anyway. All force with the ramp, please! Thank you. But a little late because now our Archons are out of range and now we're just losing them for nothing. Because we actually segmented too many of them off. And yeah, it would have been better to just go back home and just macro behind that because we didn't kill any more workers, we didn't kill another base, and we're now losing even more zealots for nothing. All we did was injure and kill a couple roaches, and now we just lost literally everything, whereas before we were in a pretty decent position on even bases with a potentially better army composition versus a Zerg player. That now we don't need to do this. Like, I'll rewind this eventually to go back to that point to emphasize that a little bit more, but we'll continue on anyway. So we got, oh, okay. That's too many times. I was just about to praise you on your Templar like count as well. Like this is a perfect amount of Templar. 5 to 6 is perfect. You don't usually need any more than that. But then I hope these become Archons in a second. If not, I'm gonna be very upset. Nope, they're just gonna be Templar. Okay. Too many fucking Templar, mate. You can't efficiently use this much Storm. It's redundant. You actually run out of space to Storm. And since Storm doesn't stack, it doesn't give you any extra value having this much Storm, because then you're just losing DPS in the main army. I'd say like 7 or 8 Templar is the absolute most you should ever do, and that's in like weird situations. So we have also random Baneling drops happening here. Cannon in each mineral line helps with this, and also minimap awareness. So as we can see, oh my god, he even Baneling drops onto the Templar. What an absolute legend. All of that energy and all of that gas just going to absolute waste. We can't even storm the entire army. And once again, we're attacking without a War Prism close by and funneling in units after the fact. He does have +2 on his Balings as well. At this point, we're dead. Like, we are dead. 100% boned. Lose the Prism. We have no army. We have no economy. We do have Storm, though, so we can pretend like we still have a chance in this game for a little bit. However, the game is definitely over. Once the Zerg realizes that he can just A-move. But instead he's trying really hard to throw. He saw Cyril attack in multiple places at once before and thought that that was a good idea when he had a 60 supply advantage. So the Zerg is kind of, I mean, they're still pretty ahead. Ooh, thank you for the bits.
Love your work, Gemini. #charity.
So, okay, yeah, attacking... Ooh, storms. Attacking once again without a warp prism. We have things killing us behind as well. Like, we always need to attack with a warp prism or something. We're just kind of attacking randomly at this point because we feel pressured. However, that's not a very good thing to do because we're already so far behind. We need to just kind of sit back and mass up as much as possible and defend these types of things while sending out warp prisms or counterattack groups to go to the outskirts instead of bringing our whole army and suiciding and risking our entire army in the middle of the map. Because now we can't defend these things, we're losing our army, and yeah, we're dead. Thank you. Okay. So let us go back to the point where we should have been okay. So right here. So this attack is kind of weird in general, but it works, right? We could have had something to more easily defend this. You brought the Oracle back, which was actually very good. This is really smart on your part. Recalling it would have been better, though. And then maybe even recalling a few Zealots with that, since we knew we were crushing this fourth base so easily, or this third base so easily. Just recalling some units with that would have saved. And so, okay. Let me go back even further. So, you know you're committing to this attack. You are committing at this point. You are very committed. Zerglings come up in here. Control click F2 to your other base. Move the probes away. F3 to go to the base. Click R recall some of these Zealots and the Oracle. A move with the rest. You still do the exact same thing here. However, you defend your third base without losing all the probes. And you're in a much better position. You then, at this point, run away. Second Robo, Immortal production. Storm is almost done. Warp in Templar, boom, boom, boom. You have 800 gas. You're in prime position to go for a second killing blow a little bit later. You don't need to kill him right now because you've already done a decent amount of damage, provided you save the probes. So yeah, then at that point, you've done your damage. You're okay. You can just back up and macro up a little bit more to do a stronger second hand push afterwards. If you really want to keep harassing, you have a Warp Prism. Load up the Zealots, load up the Archons. Boom, fall back. Make him feel like he has to attack. He goes again and runs across the map. Warp Prism, boom, boom. Kill off drones while he's trying to suicide into you. Let him kill himself. Okay. Everything after this is really not. We don't need to look at it too much because this is when the game ended. But yeah, that's the most part. Also, making sure your wall off is good in the beginning. It's also an important part. Cool. All right. Boom. I have no way to close this, and this is going to be on YouTube, so thanks for watching. XD.